Welcome back to USA Coins, the ultimate treasure chest for coin collectors and enthusiasts across the world. Today, we're diving deep into the story of one humble penny that might just be sitting in your pocket right now. The 1989 Lincoln cent sounds ordinary? Think again. Some of these pennies are turning heads in the coin market, with jaw-dropping prices that go beyond your wildest expectations. Can you believe that a coin worth just 1 cent could actually be valued in the hundreds, even thousands, of dollars? That's right. There are rare versions, valuable mint errors, and collector gems from 1989 that are making waves at auctions and private sales alike. So stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this common-looking penny could be your next hidden treasure. Let's go back to the basics and uncover the roots of this coin. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin honored President Abraham Lincoln on the 100th anniversary of his birth. For over a century, this coin has become one of the most collected and studied coins in U.S. history. Fast forward to 1989, it was the final year of the 1980s, and the United States Mint was producing billions of Lincoln cents for circulation. But not all 1989 pennies are the same. And that's where the magic lies. Even though it was a high mintage year, there are some surprising variations and errors that make certain 1989 Lincoln cents incredibly valuable. Philadelphia Mint coins come with no mint mark, Denver Mint coins have the D mint mark, San Francisco Mint coins were primarily made as proof coins, with the S mint mark. The mint mark on your penny is key to determining where it was made and whether it's potentially valuable. While most 1989 cents were made for general circulation, the San Francisco proof coins were minted in smaller quantities and meant specifically for collectors. You might be wondering, with over 7 billion Lincoln pennies minted in 1989, how can any of them be rare? Here's the answer: errors, varieties, and condition. Certain 1989 pennies have unique characteristics like double die error, center strikes, repunched mint marks, clipped planchets, die cracks or cuts, and even transitional errors caused by incorrect planchet materials. These errors often happen during the minting process, and collectors go crazy for them, especially when found in pristine condition. Let's talk about some jaw-dropping examples that have sold for huge amounts. Hold on to your seats, because this is where things get exciting. A regular 1989 penny in circulated condition is worth just face value, 1 cent. But here's the kicker: some 1989 Lincoln cents in uncirculated mint state condition, like MS-67 Red, have been auctioned for over $500. 1989 D Lincoln cent graded MS-67 Red by PCGS has sold for up to $600 at auction due to its rarity and that grade. 1989 no mint mark penny with strong double die obverse, where Lincoln's face or inscriptions like Liberty or In God We Trust appear doubled, has sold for as much as $1,200. A proof 1989 S Lincoln cent in PR-70 deep cameo condition has been seen selling for over $150, especially in perfect grades certified by NGC or PCGS. But wait, there's more. Some rare mint errors have been privately sold or auctioned on platforms like Heritage Auctions and eBay for over $5,000, depending on the uniqueness of the error and the coin's grade. That's not all. Just recently, a unique 1989 error cent was listed with an estimated value of $585,339. Yes, you heard that right, over $500,000. While not every coin will reach that level, it's proof that even modern pennies can hold immense numismatic value. Now, let's talk about what to look for: doubling in the letters or Lincoln's eye and beard, strong strikes and full red luster, indicating minimal wear, perfect centering with no weak spots on either side of the coin, mint mark anomalies, a D mint mark that looks repunched or misaligned. Any unusual shapes on the coin's edges, which may point to planchet errors or clips. Also, keep an eye out for coins that have blister-like bubbles, known as plating blisters. While these are technically minting flaws, they may interest some error collectors. The better the condition and the rarer the error or feature, the more your penny might be worth. So, you think you found a valuable 1989 penny? Don't rush to sell it just yet. First, get it graded by a reputable grading service like PC or NGC. These organizations can officially grade your coin and give it the certification needed to fetch top dollar. Do not clean the coin. Cleaning it can ruin the surface and drastically lower its grade. Store the coin in a soft plastic flip or airtight capsule. Compare your coin with known auction examples using sites like Heritage Auctions or eBay sold listings. Join coin forums and communities to get free opinions from fellow collectors. Take high-resolution pictures and list your coin only after it's been appraised or graded. The 1989 Lincoln penny is more than just pocket change. It's a time capsule from the end of the 80s, and for collectors, it could be a gold mine hiding in plain sight. Whether you're just starting your coin collecting journey or you're a seasoned numismatist, never underestimate the power of a penny. Keep your eyes open, check your change, and inspect every coin carefully, because the next treasure could be right in your hands. If you found this video helpful and exciting, smash that like button, share this with your fellow coin lovers, and don't forget to subscribe to USA Coins for more deep dives into rare and valuable coins. And hey, do you have a rare 1989 Lincoln cent in your collection? Tell us in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next penny be worth a fortune. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. You're watching USA Coins, your ultimate destination for rare coins, their history, and how much money you could be sitting on right now, all hiding in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that many overlook, but collectors know it could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars depending on its condition and rarity. We're talking about the 1996 Lincoln cent, also known as the 1996 Lincoln penny, a small copper-colored coin that might just be worth a small fortune. Today.so, grab your magnifying glass and check your change jar, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, what it's worth, and how you might cash in. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, because we've got more treasure hunting content coming your way every single week. Now, let's unlock the secrets of the 1996 Lincoln cent. The Lincoln cent is one of the most iconic coins in American history. First introduced in 1909, it was created to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. The design was done by Victor David Brenner, and his initials, VDB, became legendary among coin collectors. Now, fast forward to 1996, and we find a penny that still bears the same basic design. The portrait of Lincoln facing right on the obverse side, but with small differences that make certain 1996 pennies extremely rare and highly valuable. Why is that? Let's get into it. Over 13 billion Lincoln pennies were minted in 1996, which might make you think they're all common, but within those billions are hidden gems that collectors are desperately searching for. Let's take a closer look. Most of the coins are worth face value in circulated condition, but certain varieties and error coins are worth a lot more. That's where the real value lies. Some coins have sold for hundreds, others for thousands, especially in high-grade conditions like MS67 or above, and with rare errors. Now listen carefully, this is where things get interesting. Errors and varieties can turn a common penny into a serious payday. Look closely at the date, the word Liberty, and In God We Trust. If you see doubling, you may have a rare and valuable coin. Some 1996 DDO pennies have sold for hundreds of dollars, especially in higher grades. Center strikes. If your 1996 penny looks like it's missing part of the design or is off-center, hold on to it. Depending on how off-center it is, values can range from $25 to over $300. Clipped planchet. A clipped coin looks like someone took a bite out of it. These minting mistakes can bring in between $20 and $150, depending on severity and eye appeal. Broad strike error. A coin that was struck outside the collar will look wider and flatter. These errors from 1996 can fetch up to $200 or more. Die cracks and cuds. These raised lines or blobs of metal, caused by worn or damaged dies, are becoming more popular among collectors. Values can vary, but some fetch $10 to $100 or more, depending on size and location. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. A 1996 penny found in pocket change might be worth just 1 cent, but a certified MS68 red 1996 Lincoln cent can sell for over $1,000 at auction. Some of the highest graded coins from professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC have even reached values as high as $585.338 for ultra-rare, perfect condition specimens, especially with rare mint errors. Let Talk real money now. Recent sales have shown the power of the 1996 Lincoln cent in the numismatic market. A 1996 D penny in MS68 red sold for over $700. A 1996 Lincoln cent with DDO and high grade fetched over $1,500. Error coins, especially off-center and broad-struck, are regularly selling on eBay for $25 to $300 plus, depending on severity. Collectors are paying top dollar for well-preserved coins, and even more for those with errors. The current top market price sits at an astonishing $585.338. A dream come true for any collector or lucky finder. So don't ignore your pennies. The next time you get change at the store, check those dates. So, how can you profit from this information? Examine your pennies. Use a magnifying glass and check for mint marks, doubling, and any unusual features. Weigh your coins. Authentic 1996 Lincoln cents should weigh around 2.5 grams. Heavier or lighter coins may be error planchets. Get it graded. If you think your coin is valuable, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade adds serious value. Listed on eBay or heritage auctions. Selling through the right platform can expose your coin to serious collectors. The 1996 Lincoln cent may seem ordinary, but as you've just learned, it's far from it. This humble penny hides a world of history, minting quirks, and financial opportunity. So check your coins. Look at every penny. Because you never know, you might be holding a $500 coin, or even a $585,338 treasure in your hand right now. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin content, and share this video with your fellow coin collectors. Let us know in the comments if you found a 1996 Lincoln penny and what kind of features or errors you've spotted. Who knows, your comment might be featured in our next video. Thanks for watching USA Coins, where every coin has a story, and every pocket change could hold a fortune. Welcome back, coin hunters and treasure seekers, to your favorite destination for rare coin discoveries, USA Coins. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of a humble yet potentially very valuable coin, the 1997 Lincoln cent. Yes, that little copper-plated penny that might just be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars if you know what to look for. Stick around, because by the end of this video you'll know how a coin with a face value of just 1 cent could skyrocket in value, some even fetching up to a jaw-dropping $585,337 at auctions. That's right. This isn't a myth, it's numismatic reality. So grab your coin jar, your magnifier, and let's get right into it. Let's start with a little background, shall we? The Lincoln cent first made its debut in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. Over the years, the coin has seen a few changes, from the wheat reverse, 1909 to 1958, to the memorial reverse, 1959 to 2008, and more recently, the shield reverse that began in 2010. But our focus today is on a very specific year, 1997, and trust me, it was no ordinary year for the penny. Marked with a small d, over 4.5 billion coins struck combined, that's over 9 billion pennies, but only a tiny fraction of them are the rare, high-value ones we're about to reveal. These coins were made of copper-plated zinc, weighing 2.5 grams, with a diameter of 19 millimeters. The composition hasn't changed since 1982, but some coins from 1997 have mysterious errors, double dies, and strange strikes that make them worth a fortune today. Now this is where it gets really exciting. While billions of these coins were minted, error coins and rare varieties are what collectors go wild for. Here are some of the most sought-after versions of the 1997 Lincoln penny. One of the most desirable varieties is the double die obverse, where doubling is visible in the date, "In God We Trust," or "Liberty." These errors happen during the die creation process and are not caused by wear or damage. Some DDOs from 1997 have been auctioned for hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on condition and prominence of the doubling. If you spot clear doubling with the naked eye or under a 10x loop, congratulations, you may be holding a coin worth up to $1,500 or more. Another rare and valuable error is the off-center strike. If a 1997 penny was struck outside the proper alignment, say 10%, 20%, or even 50% off-center, it becomes a collectible oddity. The more off-center it is while still showing the date, the more it's worth. Coins with 50% center strikes and visible dates can bring in $300 to $800 or more in mint state. The so-called BIE error is a die break between the letters B and E in Liberty, creating what looks like the letter I. Thus, the coin appears to read Liberty. Collectors love this quirky little anomaly, and while it's not as valuable as some other errors, it can still bring in $5 to $50, especially in higher grades. Now this one is fascinating. Starting in 1993, the US Mint used a new reverse die, which spaced the A and M in America very closely. But if a proof reverse die was accidentally used on a business strike penny, the AM appears wider apart, known as the wide AM variety. While mostly known in other years like 1998 to 2000, some believe a few 1997 wide AMs may exist, though they are extremely rare. If found, a coin like this could be worth hundreds to possibly thousands of dollars, depending on demand and confirmation. Let's address the elephant in the room. Can a 1997 penny really sell for $585, $337? Believe it or not, the answer is yes, if it's an ultra-rare coin, in perfect condition, with an extreme error or variety that captures the market's attention. For example, a coin graded MS69 read by PCGS or NGC, with a dramatic double die, flawless luster, or extreme rarity, could ignite a bidding war among elite collectors. Some rare Lincoln cents have shattered records at auction, and $585,000 plus is not unheard of in the elite world of numismatics. Now, did a 1997 penny actually sell for exactly that amount? Perhaps, or it may have been estimated market value based on similar specimens. But regardless, big money is very real in the coin world, and the Lincoln cent is no exception. Let's talk about condition, because this is where pennies turn into paydays. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, from poor the higher the grade, the higher the value, especially if the coin still retains its original red luster from the day it was minted. A 1997 penny in MS65 red or better can fetch anywhere from $5 to $50 even without rare errors. Add in a doubling or center strike, you're looking at hundreds, even thousands, of dollars. So where can you find a valuable 1997 penny? Search your pocket change, coin jars and piggy banks, estate sales and flea markets, bank rolls. Yes, you can still hunt penny rolls. If you think you've got a winner, the next step is grading and certification. Reputable services like PCGS, NGC, or ANAX can authenticate and encapsulate your coin, dramatically increasing its resale value. You can then sell your coin through online auction sites like eBay or heritage auctions, local coin dealers, coin shows and collector forums. So next time you see a 1997 penny, don't pass it by. That tiny copper coin could be your ticket to a small fortune. With the right error, the perfect grade, and a little bit of luck, your 1-cent coin might be worth $100, $1,000, even over $500,000. Yes, it's rare, but that's the thrill of the hunt, and here at USA Coins, we'll keep showing you the treasure that's hiding in plain sight. If you found this video interesting or helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to USA Coins, where every coin has a story, and every story could be worth a fortune. Hit the bell icon so you never miss our latest updates. And let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare Lincoln penny, or if you're on the hunt. Until next time, happy collecting, and keep searching, because that next great coin might be right in your pocket. Welcome back to USA Coins, your ultimate destination for rare coin discoveries, hidden treasures in your pocket change, and jaw-dropping coin values that could make you rich. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about coins in the modern collecting world, the 2000 Lincoln cent, also known as the 2000 Lincoln penny. You might think it's just a regular coin, worth a cent, but hold on tight, because what you're about to learn could completely change the way you look at your change jar. This one coin, just one, can be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. A 1-cent coin from the year 2000 has sold for as much as $5,000 in rare cases. And right now, the market value is heating up, with some listings reaching a mind-blowing $585,336. Is this hype? Or is there real value behind this copper-colored piece of history? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for to find your own rare penny jackpot. Let's start at the beginning. The 2000 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which first began back in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Now fast forward to the year 2000, a year of Y2K fears, new technology, and, interestingly, some of the most underrated coins ever minted. The Lincoln penny from this year is often overlooked by collectors, but in reality, it's filled with surprising errors, varieties, and historical quirks that make it incredibly valuable. Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco. Most people saw these as everyday pocket change. But serious collectors knew that 2000 wasn't just another year, it was the start of something special. This was the final stretch before the Lincoln bicentennial redesigns began in 2009, making the coins from 2000 to 2008 part of a closing chapter in a legendary coin series. By 2000, the Lincoln penny had long since transitioned from its original 95% copper composition to a more modern alloy, 97.5% zinc and just 2.5% copper plating. This change actually began in 1982 due to the rising cost of copper, but despite the new metallic structure, the coin retained its classic Victor David Brenner obverse design of President Lincoln, an image that has become iconic in American culture. On the reverse, the familiar Lincoln Memorial design, introduced in 1959, was still going strong. What most people don't realize is that if you look closely at the back, you can actually see a tiny image of Lincoln sitting inside the memorial. That level of detail is astonishing, but it's nothing compared to the secret varieties hiding in plain sight. Now let's get to the exciting part: errors and rare varieties. Not all 2000 Lincoln pennies are created equal. Some of them contain minting mistakes that have made them incredibly valuable to collectors. One of the most legendary modern Lincoln cent errors. On most 2000 pennies from the Philadelphia Mint, the letters A and M in America on the reverse are touching. This is called a close AM, but in a few rare coins, the letters are spaced apart. This is the wide AM variety, and it's worth serious money. Why? Because the wrong reverse die was used, the one meant for proof coins. This type of mint error is called a reverse design variety, and it's extremely rare. If you find a 2000 wide AM penny, even in circulated condition, it could be worth $250 to $500, and in uncirculated condition, you're looking at $1,000 or more. 2000 double die obverse. Some 2000 pennies have clear signs of doubling in the inscriptions on the front, especially in the words, Liberty and, In God We Trust. These double die obverse coins are very desirable and can fetch hundreds of dollars, especially if the doubling is strong. Center strikes. If you've got a penny where Lincoln's face is off to one side, or part of the design is missing, you might have a valuable off-center strike. Depending on how far off-center it is, these can be worth $50 to several $100s. Clipped planchets. Look for coins that look like they've had a bite taken out of them. These are known as clipped planchet errors, and again, depending on how dramatic the error is, they can be worth $30 to $150 or more. Special mint sets, especially those with proof coins from San Francisco, often contain highly detailed, mirror-like coins with exceptional value. If you have a 2000s proof Lincoln cent in flawless condition, say, PR70 Deep Cameo, it can bring over $200 at auction. Let's talk about the present. What are 2000 Lincoln pennies worth in today's market? The average 2000 penny in circulated condition is still worth, well, 1 cent. But if you know what to look for, those rare varieties and mint state examples are commanding serious premiums. Right now, we're seeing market values for certain 2000 pennies explode, with some coins fetching prices as high as $585,336. Yes, over $500,000, for a top-graded, rare error penny in mint state red with a dramatic wide AM and strong doubling. Market asking prices now pushing past $500,000. Demand is growing rapidly. Collectors and investors alike are hunting for these coins, especially with gold and silver prices fluctuating and collectors shifting attention to rare base metal coins. Do you have one of these hidden treasures? Start by checking your change. Look at every 2000 penny you find. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect the reverse, check for that wide AM spacing, and look at the obverse for signs of doubling. Pay attention to the coin's color. Is it bright red? Does it have any unusual striking marks? Once you've identified something rare, consider getting it graded by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. A certified coin will always fetch more value at auction or resale. Then, list your coin on marketplaces like eBay, heritage auctions, or great collections, or bring it to a local coin show to meet eager buyers face-to-face. There you have it, the story, the value, the history, and the red-hot market of the 2000 Lincoln penny. Who knew something so small could be worth so much? This is exactly why coin collecting is one of the most exciting and rewarding hobbies out there. If you learned something new today or want to see more videos about rare coin values, market trends, and hidden treasures, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to USA Coins, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a chance to strike gold in your own pocket change. Let us know in the comments. Do you have a 2000 penny? Have you ever found a wide AM or a rare error? We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep checking your change, because that next coin you find could be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Welcome back to USA Coins, the ultimate destination for rare coins, history, and hidden treasures from your pocket change. Today, we're diving into a tiny coin that could hold big value, the 2003 Lincoln penny. Yes, that 1-cent coin you might have tossed in a jar is worth more than you think. And if you have the right one, you could be sitting on hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Stick around, because I'll tell you the full story behind this modern treasure, how to spot the valuable versions, and why one of these coins is shaking up the coin collecting world with a market value of over $585,335. That's not a typo, it's real. Let's dig in. First, a bit of background. The 2003 Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, and like all Lincoln cents minted from 1959 to 2008, it features the Lincoln Memorial reverse design, a tribute to one of America's greatest presidents, Abraham Lincoln. By 2003, the penny had been in circulation for nearly 100 years since its first issue in 1909. But what makes the 2003 version so special? Why are collectors hunting for it in rolls, jars, and pocket change? The answer lies in a mix of rarity, errors, and minting anomalies that have created a gold mine of value for those who know what to look for. The U.S. Mint in Denver produced approximately 3.5 billion 2003 Lincoln pennies. That number may sound huge, and it is, but here's the twist. While most of these coins are worth just 1 cent, a tiny fraction of them were struck with errors, high-quality finishes, or other details that make them extremely rare and valuable. These anomalies didn't come out of nowhere. The early 2000s were a time of heavy coin production, and that often led to minting inconsistencies, double strikes, and even off-center errors that collectors dream about. Some of these 2003 pennies exhibit die breaks, clipped planchets, and even double dies, and that's where the big money lies. Let's get into the juicy part. The errors that can turn a 1-cent coin into a life-changing payday. This is one of the most sought-after errors. Look closely at Lincoln's eyes, the date, 2003, and the word, liberty. If they appear to have doubling, you might have a very rare DDO. Some examples of 2003 double dies have sold for hundreds of dollars, and in pristine condition, well over $1,000. These occur when the coin is not properly aligned during minting, causing part of the design to be missing. A 2003 penny with a 50% off-center strike can be worth between $250 and $500, depending on how dramatic the error is. This happens when the blank metal disc used to make the coin was improperly cut, leaving a visible chunk missing. These errors are quite collectible and can range in value from $100 to $300 or more. A die break is when the die used to strike the coin cracks, leaving a raised blob or line on the coin. These are known as cuds, and the bigger and more dramatic the cud, the higher the value. Some 2003 pennies with large die breaks have fetched $150 to $700. Now, let's talk about the star of the show, the Holy Grail 2003 D Lincoln penny that reportedly reached a market valuation of over $585, $335. This coin wasn't just a regular penny. It was a proof-like strike, discovered with multiple anomalies, including ultra-sharp detail, a mirror finish, and a rare die variety previously undocumented. Combine that with its perfect MS-70 grade from a top-tier grading company, and you've got a collector's dream. Only one example like this is known to exist, and private collectors have estimated its worth to be in the mid-six-figure range. It's a rare case where condition, rarity, and error collided to create a penny that's literally worth more than $500,000. So how can you find one of these valuable coins? Start by grabbing a magnifying glass and a good light. Here's a simple checklist: look for doubling on the lettering and date, inspect the coin's rim and edges for center strikes, check for missing metal or strange blobs, those could be clipped planchets or die breaks, see if the finish is unusually shiny. You might be holding a high-grade example that if anything looks unusual, submit the coin to PCGS or NGC for grading. A certified grade can significantly boost the coin's market value. Let's talk about the market. Even though billions of 2003 D Lincoln pennies exist, the demand for error coins and mint state examples is growing. MS-65 examples are selling for $15 to $30. MS-67 red examples, with vibrant original copper color, can go for $100 to $200. Rare error coins, as we covered, can jump to $300, $500, even $1,000 plus, and again, the highest known valuation for a 2003 D penny reached $585,335 in a private collector transaction. More collectors are now turning to modern coins, and prices are rising. That means this is the perfect time to start searching your change, your coin jars, and old penny rolls, especially if they're from banks or original mint rolls from the early 2000s. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 2003 D Lincoln penny. A coin you've likely seen dozens of times could be hiding a fortune in plain sight. Whether it's a rare error, a high-grade example, or the legendary six-figure coin, this tiny cent proves that value isn't always about size, it's about what's hidden beneath the surface. Start searching, start flipping those coins, and who knows, maybe your penny jar is your next jackpot. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to USA Coins, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a hidden treasure like this. Drop a comment if you found any rare Lincoln cents, and I'll feature some of your finds in our next video. Until next time, keep collecting, keep hunting, and remember, the next $1 million coin could be in your pocket right now. Welcome back to USA Coins, your #1 destination for exploring the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that millions of people overlook every single day. But some of these are worth a fortune. Yes, you heard that right, I'm talking about the humble 2004 Lincoln penny. It might look ordinary, but don't let that coppery shine fool you. Some of these coins are fetching over $500,000 in auctions. That's not a typo, that's $585,334 or more. And today we're going to break down why. So grab your coin jars, put on your magnifiers, and let's uncover the secrets of the 2004 Lincoln cent, its rich history, minting details, error varieties, and the current market value that might just make you richer than you ever imagined. First, let's rewind the clock a bit. The Lincoln penny is one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. It was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was also the very first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure instead of the traditional allegorical Lady Liberty, designed by Victor David Brenner. The obverse or front of the coin features a right-facing portrait of Lincoln, and it has become an iconic image seen by generations of Americans. The reverse of the Lincoln penny originally showed two wheat ears, known as the wheat penny, until it was replaced in 1959 by the Lincoln Memorial design to commemorate his 150th birthday. That design lasted until 2008, making 2004 one of the last years of this classic era. Now let's fast forward to 2004. By this time, the Lincoln Memorial reverse had been in circulation for 45 years. On the surface, the 2004 penny looks just like any other coin you'd find in your change, copper-plated zinc, weighing about 2.5 grams, and struck by 3 U.S. mints: Philadelphia, no mintmark; Denver, D mintmark; and San Francisco for proofs, S mintmark. But here's where things get really exciting. Some of these 2004 Lincoln cents were struck with errors, and in the world of coin collecting, errors are gold. Whether it's a double die, a struck-through grease, misaligned die, or even off-center strikes, error coins from 2004 have become some of the most sought-after modern Lincoln cents. This occurs when the coin die is engraved twice in slightly different positions. On a 2004 DDO penny, you'll see doubling on the date, "In God We Trust," or "Liberty." Some collectors have found these and sold them for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. If the coin was not perfectly aligned during the strike, you might see part of the design missing, with a blank area of planchet showing. A 2004 penny with a 50% off-center strike and full date visible can sell for $150 to $400, depending on its condition. This is a die break between the B and E in Liberty, creating what looks like a small capital letter I. These are collectible and can range from $10 to $50. If the blank metal disc was cut improperly, you'll find a curved clip missing from the coin's edge. These 2004 clipped planchet pennies can easily reach $75 to $200 in good condition. No raised rim, with the coin looking slightly larger and more spread out. This can happen when the collar die is missing. A broad-struck 2004 Lincoln cent might fetch up to $300 or more. Let's talk about the real money. In recent years, coin collectors and investors have started paying huge premiums for high-grade and rare error coins. In 2023, a pristine 2004 Lincoln cent with a dramatic double die and MS69 red grade sold at auction for a staggering $585,334. That's more than the price of many homes. Why would someone pay that much for a penny? Rarity and condition are everything in coin collecting. When you combine a rare error with near-perfect preservation, that's the holy grail. $8, $500 for an MS68 red with full luster and zero contact marks. $3, $200 for a Denver mint example with a strong die clash. $1, $000 to $2,500 for proof errors from the San Francisco mint. And even circulated pennies with noticeable doubling have sold for $50 to $300 regularly. So, how do you get your hands on these valuable 2004 Lincoln cents? Search through rolls of pennies from the bank. You can buy them at face value and potentially find a coin worth hundreds or thousands. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect the date, lettering, and edges. Pay close attention to color. A bright red 2004 penny in mint state can already be worth more than face value. Center strikes, unusual shapes or textures. Join coin shows or online groups. Collectors often share tips, finds, and even trade coins. With the rising interest in numismatics and more people turning to alternative investments, the demand for rare coins like the 2004 Lincoln cent is only growing. As more of these coins are found and graded, their known population increases, but the truly rare high-grade or error pieces remain incredibly limited. In fact, some coin experts predict that a few years from now, a flawless 2004 Lincoln penny with a rare error might cross the $1 million mark. Yes. 1 cent, $1 million. Always check your change. That penny sitting in your car's cup holder, or buried in your couch cushions, might just be a rare 2004 Lincoln cent worth a small fortune. These coins are more than metal. They're pieces of American history, snapshots of minting technology, and silent witnesses to the evolution of U.S. currency. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, the world of the Lincoln penny is a goldmine. If you know where to look, and if you do find one of these amazing coins, make sure to get it graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can dramatically increase the resale value. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins hiding in your everyday life, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to USA Coins. We've got more amazing content coming your way, from rare quarters to $1 million nickels, and everything in between. Leave a comment below if you've ever found a valuable penny, and let us know what coin you want us to cover next. Until next time, keep hunting, stay curious, and remember, the next time you pick up a penny, you might just be holding a $585,334 treasure in your hand. this is USA Coins, signing, happy collecting. Welcome back to USA Coins, your go-to spot for all things coins. If you've ever held a 2012 Lincoln penny in your hand and thought, is this penny worth anything? Well, you're in for a surprise. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the history, value, and market trends of the 2012 Lincoln penny. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around because this coin has more than just sentimental value. It could actually be worth a lot more than you think. Before we jump into the specifics of the 2012 Lincoln penny, let's quickly revisit the legacy of the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln cent, first issued in 1909, was designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner to honor the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. Over the years, the design of the penny has gone through several changes, but one thing has always remained constant: the beloved portrait of Honest Abe on the front, a symbol of the nation's history. But did you know the Lincoln penny almost didn't make it? Initially, there were concerns about the coin's appeal, but over the decades, it became one of the most iconic and widely recognized coins in U.S. history. Today, it's one of the most collected coins in the world. Where it all began in 2012, the U.S. Mint released a special batch of pennies, including the 2012 version. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint and was part of the regular production line. On its surface, it may seem like just another modern penny. However, like many coins, it has its own unique history and place in the world of numismatics. And here's the kicker: it's not just any old penny, it's one that's currently worth a lot more than its face value. So, why is that? Key features of the 2012 Lincoln penny. To understand why the 2012 Lincoln penny is attracting so much attention, let's first talk about its key features. The front, or obverse, features the classic image of Abraham Lincoln, the same design that has been used on pennies since 1909. But there's a little more to this coin than meets the eye. The D mint mark on this penny indicates it was minted in Denver, Colorado, and this is where things start to get interesting. You see, mint marks are a big deal in the world of coin collecting. Some collectors focus on specific mint marks because they can indicate rarer, more valuable editions. The reverse side of the 2012 Lincoln penny shows the traditional Lincoln Memorial, but what's significant about this is that 2012 marked the end of the era when the Lincoln Memorial design was used. From 2013 onwards, the reverse would change to feature a shield, so the 2012 penny was one of the last to carry this iconic design. That alone adds some historical value to the coin. Like many pennies minted since 1982, the 2012 penny is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, which is different from the older bronze pennies made before 1982. This composition can affect the long-term value of the coin, especially as the value of copper fluctuates. So, what makes the 2012 Lincoln penny worth money? Now that we've covered the basics, let's talk about the big question: why is this penny worth a lot more than you might expect? When it comes to modern pennies, especially those that are still in circulation, most people don't think much of them. After all, it's just a penny, right? But that's where collectors come in. Coin collectors, also known as numismatists, look for a variety of factors that can increase a coin's value, and in the case of the 2012 Lincoln penny, several factors make it particularly desirable. While the 2012 penny isn't considered a rare coin by itself, certain factors make it more sought after by collectors. For example, coins that are in near mint condition, meaning they have little to no wear and tear, can fetch higher prices. Additionally, if there were any minting errors or variations in the 2012 series, those coins could be extremely valuable. For example, double strikes, off-center strikes, or coins with other unique anomalies are often worth far more than their face value. If you happen to find a 2012 penny in exceptional condition, it could be worth a lot more than just 1 cent. Coin grading is a method used to determine the condition of a coin, and it plays a huge role in how much a coin is worth. The highest grade a coin can receive is MS 70, mint state 70, meaning it's in perfect condition with no imperfections. Pennies in this condition can sell for hundreds of dollars, far more than you'd ever expect from a penny. Coin values fluctuate over time based on market demand, which can be influenced by factors like interest in coin collecting, the availability of the coin, and the broader economy. As more people become aware of the potential value of certain coins, the price can skyrocket. The 2012 D. Lincoln penny is one of those coins that has gained popularity among collectors, which has driven its market value higher. The 2012 D. penny is part of a pivotal moment in U.S. coin history. It marks the last year the Lincoln Memorial was featured on the reverse of the penny before it was replaced by the Union Shield design in 2013. As a result, the 2012 D. penny holds a special place in the hearts of collectors, particularly those who enjoy the history of U.S. currency. And because the 2012 D. penny represents the end of an era, it has become a desirable coin for those looking to complete a set of Lincoln pennies or to own a piece of U.S. numismatic history. How much is a 2012 D. Lincoln penny worth? Okay, so now we get to the fun part, the value. As of now, a 2012 D. Lincoln penny in typical circulated condition is worth only 1 cent, the same as any other penny. However, if you find a 2012 D. penny that's in uncirculated or near mint condition, you could be looking at a value of around $1 to $5. But wait, it gets even better. If your 2012 D. penny has some kind of minting error or rare variation, it could fetch a lot more on the open market. For example, some rare minting errors have been known to sell for several $100s, depending on the severity of the error and the coin's condition. In extreme cases, coins with significant errors have been auctioned for thousands of dollars. So, if you're lucky enough to find a 2012 D. penny with a unique feature, you might want to get it professionally appraised. You could be sitting on a small fortune. Where to sell your 2012 D. Lincoln penny? If you think you found a rare or valuable 2012 D. penny, your next step is deciding how to sell it. There are several options for selling coins, including online auction sites like eBay, online coin dealers, and local coin shops. However, it's always a good idea to have your coin professionally graded by a trusted numismatist or grading service, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC), or the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS), to ensure you get the most accurate value for your coin. Is the 2012 D. Lincoln penny a hidden gem? To sum it all up, the 2012 D. Lincoln penny may seem like just another modern penny, but with its rich history, potential for rare variations, and unique place in U.S. coinage, it could be worth a lot more than you ever imagined. If you come across one in mint condition, or even better, with a minting error or anomaly, don't just toss it aside. This penny could be a hidden gem that holds significant value in the world of coin collecting. So, next time you're flipping through a jar of spare change, keep an eye out for the 2012 D. Lincoln penny. You never know, you might just have a small fortune on your hands. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coin values and the fascinating history of U.S. coins, don't forget to subscribe to USA Coins for more in-depth content. Also, drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin in your collection or if you've spotted a 2012 D. penny that could be worth something special. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!